to be here. Great to be here for the penultimate Backbenders 2014. The election, of course, is over. We're going to be talking climate change a little later on. And also this thing called partnership schools or charter schools, that's coming up. But guess who is in Parliament? We have an ACT MP. His name is David Seymour.
Yeah.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Very, very good. We've been working all year and very proud to be here.
Winston Peters is not impressed. He calls you an insult to democracy. What would you?
Well, he'd know, wouldn't he?
What would you say?
He'd know.
If Winston Peters was right here, what would you say to Winston right now?
Probably not much.
All right, okay. Here are your questions, David. If you had the choice of tapping into an offshore reserve worth $5 billion or leaving it in the ground, what would you do?
Tap. Tap,
right.
baby, tap.
Tap, baby, tap. All right, okay. The one thing we need to know about education in New Zealand is?
Partnership schools are awesome.
All right. And finally, does the trickle-down theory work?
No, it's actually something that the left invented because they think that someone in government is supposed to direct where the wealth goes. It was never a theory of the free market,
All right,
and it doesn't
okay.
work.
And are you a minister yet?
No.
All right, very good. Hey, will you please welcome Labour MP Chris Hipkins. He's back. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Wallace.
Very good. Good to have you on. Your questions. Question 1. What would Helen do?
Well, I think like the current...
No, what would Helen do?
What would Helen do? I think like the current Labour Party, Helen would want to make sure that we got to the bottom of what went wrong, because it did go wrong, and make sure that we rebuild from there.
All right, okay. What is the most fascinating quality about David Cunliffe?
Look, I think David Cunliffe worked really hard during the campaign. He's very dedicated to the cause
You're
of the
not
Labour
answering
Party.
the question.
Well,
You're
that's
not
right.
answering the question.
I'm a diplomat, Wallace, and
You're a diplomat. Why?
That's right. Well, look, it's a difficult time for
Yeah, okay.
for
Anyway,
everybody.
let's move on.
Give the guy a break.
Does the trickle-down theory work?
No.
Okay. And will you please welcome another new MP, and he's the National MP for Kaikoura, Stuart Smith. Stuart.
Thank you.
Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Hey, you own a vineyard.
Sorry, I'm what?
You own a vineyard.
A video.
A vineyard.
A vineyard, yes, I do own a vineyard.
Is that from your...
No, that one isn't, but it's from Marlborough. It's a Morisco Chardonnay. It's very good.
Oh, very good. Name one wine under $20 that's worth buying.
Oh, all the wines under $20 are worth buying. Wallace, you should know that.
All right, here's your questions. Right. What are your questions? All right. Name one other leader that could one day take John Key's place.
Oh, I'm not sure there is one at this
No,
stage.
exactly. There isn't, is there? All right. My advice to Labour is what?
Oh, I don't have advice for
No,
Labour.
no, you don't have the one. All right. All right. Does the trickle-down theory work?
Not in my view, no. Except for rain, that works quite well.
Stuart, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And Green MP, Jan Logie. Jan, welcome. Good to have you, Jan. All right, Jan. If you had the choice of tapping into an offshore reserve worth $5 billion or leaving it in the ground, what would you do?
I'd protect our most precious resource.
All right, so leave it there, all right. Does the trickle-down theory work?
Well, I'm pleased to say we have consensus on this table
Isn't it
across
amazing?
parties that no, it does not work.
All right. Any advice to Labour?
No,
Yeah,
that
right,
would be
very good.
inappropriate.
Okay. Damian, welcome. Good to have you on.
Hi, Wallace. Wow. What a weekend.
What a weekend.
What a weekend,
What a
yeah.
weekend, huh?
Hey, I never get to ask these guys questions. Can I ask one question? Okay. So, Nationals, this is a question for Stuart. National now has about 193 MPs. I went through the list last time, and there were some that I looked at that had been there for 2.5, 3 years, and I thought, I don't know who you are. Apart from tonight, what are you going to do to make sure that we know who you are in 3 years' time?
Oh, well, do a good job for a start off. Make sure I stay out of trouble.
Yeah, well, good luck.
Then we won't know who
Good
you
luck
are,
with
right?
that.
Well, that's going to be a
luck.
good thing.
Cool. Look, we've got a lot to get through tonight, but first, I wanted to just cap off a few things, things that I learned from the election. Number 4, just 4 tonight. When New Zealand political affairs are commented on by someone with a really posh accent, we sound really Kiwi.
Perhaps the reason it didn't affect the outcome of the election is that the party's campaign manager had this brilliant legal defence.
What's your understanding of the legality of your campaign song?
Oh, we think it's pretty legal. I think these guys are just having a crack.
Pretty legal. That is not a concept that exists. That's like being sort of dead. I want to see that man as a defence lawyer. Your Honour, my client pleads probably not. Yep, probably not. Second a crack.
Number 3, just because you've got a posh accent and a flash TV station doesn't mean your research is any good.
Zealand. I mean, Damian, just talk to us about John Key's victory here. We weren't expecting it really, were we? Because it has been a rocky road. People who haven't been following this, though, just explain to us, I mean, because it's been called the dirtiest campaign in Australia's history. Why is that?
And New Zealand's history, in fact, as well. Number 2.
Wow.
Number 2, more young people might have voted for Colin Craig and got him over the 5% threshold if they'd seen him moonwalking out of the electoral office. And finally, number 1. That's hat tip to Ryan Sproul, I think, from Twitter, who came up with that joke. Finally, number 1. It's time to say goodbye to some MPs who have made the last term of backbenchers a delight. Dedicated servants of the people of New Zealand and Claudette Hauiti, we salute you.
So name 3 people in Labor with leadership qualities.
With Phil Goff, obviously.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And
Grant Robertson,
yeah.
I'd say, and Marion Street. How's that for 3?
Why were you in Sports Illustrated?
Well, I used to do a bit of modelling.
Shane was just telling me that Wanganui without the H is like Kanalif without the T.
A long time ago, I stopped believing every word that Hone said, and I think I'll give the benefit of the doubt to my mate Shane.
Complete the sentence. Labor will turn the ship around by...
Winning the 2014 election and saving the country from this national government.
I said I wasn't going to, and it's just, it's too hard.
Hey, a round of applause for all the MPs that have left us. I reckon.